Hey guys, Fresno here. We're going to be analyzing a game sent to me by good old Garbage Man known as on Steam, or Alex. As a friend of mine been playing, he's around Diamond rank. So let's see if we can analyze his gameplay, give him some tips here. Let's get this started. So right away you're going to notice he doesn't pick up that boost pad right there that he passed, the second boost pad on the right, and it leads to a bad kickoff. The enemy team did a fast kickoff and beat him completely. Normally that leads to a goal on your own team, but somehow turns into a goal for the enemy team, or for his own team. So that's okay. One of the few times that kind of works out. Let's keep going here. So he goes and grabs boost, leaves ball cam off for a little too long there. Kind of missed the 50-50, didn't really have a jump on it necessarily, but it's not too big of a deal, just a super little thing. He's rotating out here, this is good. He got that middle boost, probably just should have gone straight to back post there instead of coming all the way out and around. And for that challenge there, I kind of knew he was beaten, so probably shouldn't have flipped into it. It wouldn't have changed much in the end, but if something happened, maybe his teammate would have taken a 50-50 and the ball popped out in front of the goal, he wouldn't have been able to get back for it because he challenged. If you know you're beaten to a 50-50, just let them take it, turn around, get back to your goal as fast as possible. And that ball, he probably should have double jumped into it, got a little bit more control over it. He tried to save his foot to get a power hit on it, but it ended up being not a very good touch. Almost botched that entire play. He saw both of them commit, probably just should have let his teammate rotate out. Let him take it in for the easy goal. Let's see what they do here. I think Bebe goes for all the kickoffs in this. They double commit again, so he should be rotating up to net here, waiting for a pass, which he does, which is good. Bebe takes a 50. They bump into each other, it's kind of unfortunate. I don't know if Bebe was ball chasing there a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell. Just kind of wasting time in the corner. This is good. Right there. Let's see. He might have been able to score here. Let's take it back. So they're challenging in the 50. He makes this challenge here. He turns off ball cam and goes straight for that boost. If he would have turned into the goal, he probably could have had an easy shot. Watch it one more time. So from his perspective, he turns off ball cam right here and doesn't know it's a free goal. Oh my guard was backwards, and there's not much he could have done to stop an aerial coming in. Let's get back to see what he could see. So one big thing already that we're noticing is he turns off ball cam a lot when it kind of takes him out of the play. Doesn't really know if he goes or not. Right there, let's rewind that. Alright, so he sees Oh my guard jump a long time ahead of him, so he probably shouldn't have even challenged that. It's pretty clear that he's going to get beaten. So instead of jumping, just rotate back behind your teammate. That way this doesn't happen. But it doesn't have to sprint back and use a lot of his boost to get back to net. He's doing good here. He's coming up. He's kind of waiting for something to happen for him to go, which was good. It's fine. Mechanical finesse will come as you play the game a little bit longer. But yep, taking the opportunity was good. Same thing as creating the opportunity for his teammate was a good pass. That was kind of a risky challenge. If Bebe hadn't landed and rotated back, they would have been in kind of a bad spot there. Kind of rushed that hit. You saw the opponent back off. Probably could have dribbled it a little bit. Let's take that. So one thing I noticed the first time I watched this, he kind of rushes some hits that don't need to be rushed. Could take his time and dribble a little bit. So right here is one of them. You see his teammate, or the enemy, back off. So he's going towards the ball. Enemy starts backing off right here. So he could have had a really good dribble right here. Would have been probably a 1v1 situation, and he could have had a chance to put it in the net. But he just hits it, and then the enemy ends up clearing it. Kind of overextends a little bit. That was a good half flip to get back into position. Lets his teammate take this ball. That's good. Just playing patient here. That was good. Gets a good 50. His teammate's kind of cheating out there, actually, putting him in a weird spot. But it doesn't cost him anything, so it's okay. Probably should have double jumped for that challenge. Again, held his flip. And if he double jumped here, he might have been able to get in the way of it, but it's hard to tell. Bebe kind of jumped, panicked as well, double committed. So there's not too much you can do about it. Again, his ball cam was off, so he didn't really know the ball was coming. Puts him in a bad spot, and they actually get scored on for it. So let's look at that again. So ball comes Ball comes straight to him right off the kickoff here. But since he's not watching the ball, he doesn't know that. And then he panics. And he probably should have just gone straight back to net there instead of coming out. But because of the whole ball cam thing, he didn't know where the ball was, didn't know where the enemy was. And in result, gets scored on. That was another touch. He rushed a little bit too much. He probably could have taken that a little bit slower, gotten a good clear. Took that one away from his teammate because he was probably panicking because he just whiffed, but that's okay. It happens. And Bebe gets a really good 50 and just dribbles it in for the easy goal. So most of the goals they have scored are actually off of counterattacks. The other team seems to be overcommitting quite a bit, and they're just getting free open nets. So if they just keep playing defense solidly, they should have this game in the bag. The other team's a little too aggressive to not have a third person in the back, kind of cleaning it up for them, but that's twos in a nutshell for you. It's a good 50 to keep him in play there. Was a second good 50. Could have possibly rotated out through one of their boosts, kind of keeping them starved. Misses a touch there to catch the dribble, and now he's in kind of a bad defensive spot. Luckily, both of them overcommit, and now they are on the retreat as well. That right there is another situation. He didn't necessarily need to challenge this. The guy couldn't turn it into him, so he ends up making a bad hit here. But because Alex jumps and turns, he's basically beating up the defender for free. He could have turned back and went towards net, rotated it out with his teammate. His teammate ends up getting a good touch. He can pass to him anyways, so it doesn't punish him too bad. But this is good. He rotates out towards half. He's going to wait for a clear. That's a good demo by his teammate to open it up. They unfortunately bump into each other. That's going to happen. He kind of had to rotate in through there because that's where the play was, and his teammate needed to get out of the way, but they end up scoring off of it still. Creating space between the enemy with that demo kind of left them in a bad spot. On these kickoffs, he's flipping a little too late. He should be flipping early, and then he can use the front of his car to flip in. Instead, he's flipping like halfway into the challenge, and it's kind of causing him to lose the 50-50 pretty badly. If his teammate, or if the other opponent had cheated, he would have had a pretty easy aerial. Waited a little too long to challenge that one. Let's watch that again. So right here, you can see that he's going to beat him by a long shot. He could have taken a shot right there, because the other guy just kind of waited on the ground. If he had just boosted and double jumped, done a fast aerial, he would have gotten the touch towards the net and could have finished afterwards, possibly. So there's good. Bebe kind of cut him off there. Cut him off off the wall. But they still get the clear, and they're rotating towards offense here. Right, that's another situation where he kind of waited too long to challenge. So he turns around here. He has 45 boost. That's more than enough. Could have double jumped an aerial towards that, but he sees both of them in the air. He gets the 50 still, but he jumped a long time after. Let's see. Ooh, a little bit further. Alright, so ball's up. He could have challenged here. And then they both jump, and he jumps a solid second and a half afterwards. The fact that he still even got a touch on that is good. It ends up being a 50-50 as opposed to just a free shot for them, but he probably could have had a free shot himself, and since that was both of them, it could have turned into a goal for them. That was actually a 0-second goal, so now we are in overtime. Again, a kickoff, he should be taking the kickoff, hitting it with the front of his car and flipping into it. He took it with the bottom there and lost it again. Good positioning there, though. He rotated in through back post, came towards near post when he saw the shot was going there. And now they have a good clear and a good chance for a goal here. Looks like the enemy team gets a decent touch. That's a really good touch by Bebe, getting it up. And if he would have double jumped, doesn't seem like he likes the double jump aerial very much, which is something you should probably work on. There's a few opportunities that you wouldn't be in if you would have just used the fast aerial. That was good. He held his flip to get a little bit more accuracy and power off that, which is good because the enemy did not jump, so not double jumping there was probably the right move. On your rotation back here, you're kind of out of the play, you're kind of behind it. I would say look for a demo on Omagrid, because that's a scary ball right there. If Omagrid read that right, that could have been very easily a goal for them. If you demo him and take him out of the play, it not only is no longer a threat to your goal, you possibly have a 1v1 situation as he respawns, and you can maybe score off of it. Good pressure here, takes his boost, rotates out behind his teammate, starts coming in, should get this clear. If he puts this back in, that was kind of Bebe's fault. Bebe should have rotated out there, went back middle, waited for a pass. If they were in voice comms, it would have been a little bit more understandable for Bebe to turn, as Bebe used a lot of his boost to challenge, leaving. So if he would have passed to Alex, it probably would have been a little bit better, but no comms, just stick to the rotation. Bebe's dribbling it up, takes a 50. Alex probably should have rotated out a little bit earlier. So right here, he just wasted a lot of boost. So he has 60 boost here, and he gets the max speed right here. Okay, so he has 20 boost left over still with the pad right in front of him. So that's about 30 boost or so. He's max speed, there's no point in boosting, yet he burns all of it. If he would have had that extra 12, 15 boost, he might have been able to score that ball. So once you see your supersonic trails, let's just get off the boost. You can't go any faster than the fastest speed in the game. It's kind of hard to think about in the heat of the moment, but it's just one of those little things. Conserving boost is a big thing, especially in climbing rinks. That's a good challenge here, went through his teammate. His teammate turned, so Alex probably could have backed off there and let him take it, gone center for a pass, but that's okay. Bebe ended up backing off. That's kind of a risky time to turn off ball cam. I didn't know who had the ball or where the ball was going. He lucked out and his teammate ended up took it and dribbled it. But if they would have shot that ball right then while he was grabbing boost in the corner with no ball cam, the game would have been over. Okay, so Bebe's in the corner looking for a pass, and he gets one to himself, and it actually goes in, so it's kind of a solo play. So the biggest things that I saw, just being patient on touches where you have space, dribbling the ball out when they're not challenging, and when they are challenging, make sure you're challenging a little bit quicker. Use that fast aerial and get up there faster so you can beat them. You don't need to hit it right into the goal when you do those. If you see both of them commit and you're already in the air, you can take all the time in the world, or your teammate can usually clean it up for you. Anyways, guys, I'll be trying to do more of these analysis. I'll be doing most of them from viewers from my Twitch. So if you want to stop by, I will put the link down in the description. If you have any questions about anything that I went over, just put a timestamp in the comments, and I'll try to reply to you there. Anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I will be back shortly.